Greetings there, my friend. Welcome to the fire. Got a heartwarming story here about a family that games together. I just love stories like this. Dungeons and Dragons and Daughters r/RPG Glory Stories, posted by Oratus2997. I was running a 5e game for my wife and two daughters for the first time. My wife was playing a monk, while my eldest, 9, was a sorcerer, and my youngest, 4, was a warlock. I was running them through a simple scenario, clearing some troublesome goblins out of a small den under an overturned wagon. As they approached the wagon, my wife ran up to it and started trying to attack the goblins through the windows, while my eldest decided to set the wagon on fire, with her mother right next to it. Meanwhile, my youngest helpfully ran across the road and climbed a tree looking for squirrels before shooting her magic at the wagon. A good start so far, more or less what I expected, and they seem to be getting the hang of how things work. As the wagon burned around them, the goblins fled underground, pursued by our heroes. My wife ran into their midst, and with a lucky crit and her flurry of blows, took out one goblin and wounded 2 more. My eldest pincushioned another with her magic missiles, while my youngest locked down the goblin leader with Tasha's hideous laughter, and then wandered back up the hallway. On their turn, the goblins can barely touch my wife's monk and can't get through my eldest's shield spell. After another round like this, one of the wounded goblins dropped his sword and tried to run, fleeing past my eldest's sorcerer. I thought she would take pity on the miserable creature and let him escape. Nope. Attack of opportunity. Well, her sorcerer has 0 strength, so she'll probably miss with her staff, right? Nope again. Apparently, there is no escape for these outmatched would-be bandits. At this point, the other wounded goblin, seeing what happened to his comrade, dives into the nearest sleeping bag to hide from the scary adventurers. On his next turn, he wets himself, to much laughter from my daughters. By this point, the goblin boss has gotten back up, and he and a goblin shaman are the only 2 still standing. And that's when my youngest wanders back into the chamber. She sees the goblin boss attacking her mother's monk. She sees the goblin shaman attacking her sister. She knows what she has to do. She walks up to the goblin, shaking in his sleeping bag, and declares with the sweetest cherubic smile, "I stab him!" With that coup de grace, the sleeping bag stops shaking. A round later, the party has eliminated the goblins, and as they emerge from the burning wreckage, they head back to the town for their reward. Epilogue. As I tucked my daughters into bed that night, I talked to them about the game a little. They both really enjoyed it and can't wait to play more. I then gently point out that maybe it wasn't the most heroic thing to do to attack the fleeing goblin, or the one hiding in the sleeping bag. My youngest thinks about it for a moment, then says in a very matter-of-fact tone, "I feel bad about that." That was just, so wholesome. Loved every bit of it. And really, the real reason for getting married and having kids is to make sure you have a group together for game nights. It really sounded like OP's family had a great time, and I really like how afterwards, while tucking in his daughters, OP had a moment with them. We need more fantastic stories like this. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. And would you kindly follow the socials posted in the description below. As always, be good, be great, be awesome.